Good morning, kindergarten. It's your pal, Mr. Thayer, back at it again from the Syracuse Academy to do a CKLA skills lesson. Today, Unit 10, we're going to skip number 14. We're going to go to number 15. So this is Unit 10, Lesson 15. We're going to rock it today. We're going to do three things today. Number one is we are going to learn about a tricky word. Number two, we are going to read some wiggle sentences, and I want you guys to act them out with me. And then number three, I'm going to read you a story with some vocabulary, and then I have two questions that I put in the activity here that I want you to answer for me. So when I read that story, I want you to pay attention and listen, because I'm going to ask you two questions at the end of it. So first, let's kick things off with tricky words. And a tricky word is a word that we can't sound out. All right, it is written differently than what it sounds like or looks like. And today we are going to look at this tricky word right here. All right, B-Y. And if we were to sound it out, it would say B. And then, wait a second, there's that E telling that I, that's right, to say its name. So we would have B-I, buy. All right. And that is today's tricky word, buy. B-Y, B-Y. B-Y, B-Y. Buy, buy, buy. Okay? Now, this is not if you're going to go to the store and buy something. That would be B-U-Y. This is kind of talking about, I will be by the table. I will be by the slide. All right, kind of telling you a location, but this is not like you're going to buy something. So let's do it one more time. B-Y, B-Y. B-Y, B-Y. Buy, buy, buy. There it is right there. There is the word buy. That is today's tricky word. Buy, B-Y, B-Y. And I think Miss Shervani did the word my a couple days ago. So they're similar kind of with that M-Y. So my and today is buy. B-Y, B-Y, buy, buy, buy. All right? That was our tricky word warm-up. Now, I hope you're ready to have some fun because we're going to do a little wiggling, a little movement. I need you to work with me here. I need you to do what I'm doing. Let's get a little silly today, all right? So I have 6 kind of sentences. I want you to read the sentences, then I want you to act them out with me, all right? The first one says, wave at me. Let's read that one more time. Wave at me. Wave at me. Hey, how you doing? All right, wave at me. That was the first one. Ready? The second one says, shake my hand. You do. Shake my hand. Shake my hand. Very good. There's my hand. Shake it. Right hand. You always shake with your right hand. Right hand. Shake my hand. All right, so we got wave at me, shake my hand. Wave at me, shake my hand. Very good. All right, told you these were going to be fun. Uh-oh, I don't like this next one. This next one says, act like a snake. Act like a snake. So I guess we slither. Everyone act like a snake. Maybe stick your tongue out. My daughter's looking at me, laughing at me right now. She's rolling around on the floor, acting like a snake. Very good. Our next one is act scared. Act scared. Well, if I saw a snake, I would be like, ah! Ah! Your turn. Act scared. Oh! Ah! Nice job. So we got act like a snake, act scared. You guys do. Act like a snake, act scared. No more snake talk. I don't like snakes. All right, 2 to go. I think these two are fun. Our next one is act like a dog. Act like a dog. Let me hear you bark like a dog. Act like a dog. What else do dogs do? They pant, they bark, maybe they scratch a little bit. All right, and our last one is glare at me. Glare at me. Sometimes you get mad at Mr. Thayer and you give him a little, kind of give me that little nasty evil eye. Glare at me. Not happy with Mr. Thayer making us do all this work. Okay? Act like a dog, glare at me. Act like a dog, glare at me. Those are our wiggle words for today. I had fun with those. I love doing those wiggle words. All right? They get me really pumped up. All right? Story time. Okay? Story time. Before we read the story, I'm going to look at 2 vocabulary words. Also going to look at some of those vowel sounds, those long vowel signs, because when you see that E in there, sometimes it's saying, hey, say your name. I want you to say your name. I want you to say E. I want you to say A. I want you to say I. And we got some examples in our story. So when that's E, hey, say your name. My daughter thinks that's the funniest thing. She's laughing over there as I say that, so that's why I keep doing it. All right? So here we go. Today's story. Dun, da, da, da. Terrible sound effects. Now they're both laughing at me over there as I just erased my board. Here we go. Doop. There we go. Get my face over here. Today's story is the plane ride. Who's ever gone in a plane? Who's ever flown in a plane? I have. My daughters have. Yep. They flew to Disney. Okay. Okay. There's that. Okay. Bye. All right. So we have our double E or our EE, and E is going to say, yo, E. Say your name. All right, so we have the word speed, see, and seems. Seems, see, and speed. We're going to look for those. They might be in that story. All right, over here we got the A and the E. The E saying, hey, A! Say your name. Say your name. All right, and those words are plane, takes, and lake. Lake, takes, and plane. And the E saying, hey, A! Say your name. All right. And last but not least, whoop, all over here, we got the I in the E. And the E is telling the I, yo, I! Say your name. Say I. Okay? And we have the words like, oh, get my finger over there, like, ride, smile, time, and size. Size, time, smile, ride, whoop, and like. Yo, I! Say your name. Awesome job. So we're going to look for those long vowel sounds in our story today. 2 vocab words here. Let's bring the board. Boop, bring the board. I'm making everyone dizzy because I'm moving the board around. Our 2 words are rent and strip. Rent means to pay to use something for an amount of time. Sometimes you might have to rent a car. That means you're going to give someone some money and they're going to let you use their car for a little bit of time, but you got to return it. Okay? Or you might rent an apartment. That means you can live in an apartment and pay money, but when you're done, you move out. Okay? The next word is strip, and strip is a place for a plane to move or land. It's like a little piece of concrete or a runway, and we're going to see that in our story, The Plane Ride, which is coming up next. All right? So rent and strip, and those vowel sounds, E saying, hey! Say your name. All right. Let's rock this story. Remember, listen. You got to listen. Got to use those listening ears. Make sure you're paying attention because I am going to put 2 questions boop, boop, in the comment section that I want you or your parents to help you answer. So that showed me that you were paying attention to the story. All right, here we go. This story is called The Plane Ride. Scott's dad rents a plane. There's that AE right there. He asks Scott and Meg to ride with him in the plane. The kids smile and nod. Smile is the E saying, yo, I. Say your name. Smile. Yep. The kids get in the plane. They click on their belts. Click. And their dad takes off. The plane picks up speed. Oh, wait a second. There it is right there. By the time it gets to the end of the strip, vocabulary word, here comes the plane down the strip, it lifts up. Okay? So in order for that plane to fly, it's got to go down the strip of the runway, get some speed, and then all of a sudden you're going to lift, you're going to have liftoff, and into the sky, that plane is going to fly. Pretty cool. All right. So it looks like Scott's dad is a pilot, and he's got Scott and Meg in the plane. Bless you. My daughter just sneezed. Nasty. Here we go. Page 2. Yep, there we go. Boom. Let's turn that. There we go. The kids can see lots of things from the plane. That's a big lake, says Scott. But it's not so big from up here, is it? It seems like it's just a frog pond. What's that? Meg asks. That's a truck, says Scott. A truck, says Meg, but it's the size of a dot. Scott and Meg smile. It's fun to ride in a plane. Awesome job. So I want you to think about what were the two things that Meg and Scott saw in that story. What did they see in that story? Think about that. Something that drives, and then a place that you might be able to swim in. Where did they see in that story? All right. And I snuck another comprehension question in there as well. All right. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday. Hope you guys enjoyed that lesson. I know I did. I had a bunch of laughs as we were acting like snakes and barking like dogs, and always saying, the E saying, hey, hey, I, say your name. Hey, A, say your name. That's my favorite. I love talking about long vowels. I will see you guys soon. Have a good day. Make sure you answer those two questions in the comments below. Finish up that work. Have a good day. Talk to you soon. Mr. Thayer is out.